back to another video on the channel, and today we're gonna be doing our championship game week 31 predictions. It's gonna be mental. You can tell I'm on. You can see my face here, but I'm on a predicting website. I think I'm just gonna do it like this from now on, so I can just easily get the championship done quickly. And it's actually pretty good, to be fair, because this app shows the table. You can calculate it. So say I put 2-1 Preston, calculate it, and the 3 points will happen. So you may want to check out this website. It's very handy indeed. But yeah, should we move on? Should we start off with the first game being Cardiff City versus Blackpool? You already know my prediction, and that's 2-0 Cardiff. Everything's pretty much been said in the preview. Everything. I think we are just a better side, a better footballing side, better side overall. There's 5 games on tonight, 7 games on tomorrow night, but overall for me, I think we are just a better team, a better overall good side. But we beat them 1-0 away. I think we can beat them 2-0 at home, get a comfortable result. And that's 3 points. You can see every game I predicted, that 3 points could be critical in our season. But we're just going to move on, just try and keep getting those wins. Currently we sit in 12th, they sit in 13th on the same points, but we have 2 games in hand on them, so gonna be big. Moving on to the next game tonight, which is Derby County versus Hull City. 2 teams near each other. Derby 23rd, Hull City 19th, but there's a big gap points. There's 17 points different between these 2 sides because of Derby having that 21 points deduction. So yeah, Derby would be on more points than Hull if they didn't have that deduction. So it's gonna be tough. I think Derby could win. They're at home. Derby County currently sit. Derby County, they're looking all right. They just need to, start getting on that winning mentality. Hull City are looking on a fine run of form here. Apart from their 1-0 loss to Preston, they've won 3 games in a row before that. So Hull City on good form. I'm just going to back a Derby County 1-0 win. They just have enough quality for me. Moving on to Fulham FC versus Millwall. This is an interesting game. Fulham first by 5 points. Millwall slipped all the way down to 15th. So it's first v 15th. Millwall mid-table. They always will be mid-table unless they have a charge. But if they do win today, if they could overtake Coventry City if we lose to Blackpool. So what can I say? But I don't think Millwall will get a win against Fulham. Fulham on fine form. Just look at Fulham's goal difference. It's insane. You can see it on the screen. Goal difference of 48. It's unreal. 58 points. They've won 17, drew 7, lost 4. Now on fine form. 2-0 to Fulham. Good, comfortable win for Fulham FC. And let's move on to Luton Town versus Barnsley. Luton Town currently sit in 9th. They look really good. We kind of do need do press and play tomorrow. I sort of need Barnsley to pick up a win. We really do, because we could be going down the spirals, but it is Barnsley, and Barnsley are away, so that does not help anything. And it's just gonna be easy win for me for Luton Town. They're at home against bottom of the table Barnsley. 3-0 to Luton. You have to be a bit you have to be a bit realistic at times. I do want Barnsley to win, but I have to be realistic, and that's pretty much realistic as it can get. Moving on to Stoke City versus Swansea City. 2 cities face each other. Stoke, from being 8th, they're now 14th, and they've had 28 games, so there's not much games in hand. And Swansea City currently sitting 16th. There's only 4 points separate these 2 sides. So yeah, let's see. Look, this is where they are in the table. Stoke City currently on 39, and Oh, that's where Derby would have been. They're taking the 21 points deduction out there. That's where Derby would have been. They would have been 16th. Swansea are 15th, 17th on 35 points. So yeah, 4 points separate these two sides. I'm gonna back a 1-1 draw. Moving on to Cardiff City versus Peterborough, a must-win for Derby. They currently sit 20th. Peterborough sit 22nd. 9 points separate them two sides. Derby, Cardiff, still going on a bit of a running win. 2 wins in a row here. They're looking alright. I think they'll pick up another one here. 2-0 to Derby County. To Cardiff City. Why am I talking about Derby? 2-0 to Cardiff City. Moving on to Bournemouth Birmingham, and this is going to be a domination of a game for me. Bournemouth currently third. They have 2 games in hand on Blackburn. We're 1 point off. They're on the same amount of games as Fulham, so yeah, Bournemouth I think will get a comfortable win here. Now Birmingham on very bad form to be fair. 2 losses, 2 draws and a win. Bournemouth are on 3 a win, a loss, a win, a win. 3 wins in the last 5, 2 losses. Yeah, I'm going to go for a 2-1 to Bournemouth. I think Birmingham will sneak a goal, but I think Bournemouth will get the job done. Moving on to Blackburn versus Nottingham Forest, and it's 2nd v 8th. This is really going to be very helpful for Cov if Blackburn can win, and it's be very helpful for Blackburn if they do win. And just to try and stay ahead as much as possible, because Fulham will go even more ahead of them. Bournemouth could go ahead of them, of course. But I just don't know. Nottingham Forest just beating Leicester 4-1. Very good result. They come back to the league and they lose 1-0. Blackburn did it to Middlesbrough. They won 1-0 Blackburn. I think they'll do it to Nottingham Forest. It'll be a tough game. It'll be a hard game. It's a hard game to predict. But yeah, I just think they'd have enough quality. Right, moving on to Bristol City versus Reading FC. And Reading not in the best form. If it wasn't for Derby having that 21 deduction, Reading would be in the relegation zone. Bristol aren't doing too well themselves, 17th. Still on 34 points, so I think they should survive. It's going to be such a dead game. Reading need the points, and Reading will get a 1-1 draw. I don't know. It's hard because it could be 2-1. Yeah, I'm going to back a Reading 2-1 win. They just have enough for me. Moving on to Preston Northern versus Huddersfield. I'll just put my prediction in already. 2-0 Huddersfield, the clearest 2-0 you ever get. To be fair, Preston are on decent form, and they could pick up some wins, but I don't think they will. Even though they're home, Huddersfield are such a solid side at the moment. They're sitting in 5th. They're 3 points off West Brom in 5th. Huddersfield are just on too much good form. Moving on to QPR versus Middlesbrough. What a game. We need QPR to win here. We need QPR to win here. And they're at home. 2-1, I think. Yeah, 2-1. I'm glad these games are happening because Cobb could get playoffs, but we won't. I'm not even discussing playoffs. We won't get playoffs. We could, but we won't. But yeah, 2-1 QPR for me. Having enough quality there. Really good, organised side. And yeah, moving on to Sheffield United versus West Brom. It's going to be a good game. West Brom need the points. So do Sheffield United. And Sheffield United and Cov on the same amount of games played. I'm going back a 1-1 draw. And now, that's all my predictions done. So 2-0 Cobb, 1-0 Derby, 2-0 Fulham, 3-0 Luton, 1-1 between Stoke and Swansea, 2-0 Cardiff, 2-1 Bournemouth, 1-0 Blackburn, 2-1 Reading, 2-0 Huddersfield, 2-1 Rangers, and 1-1 between Sheffield United and West Brom. And this is what the table will look like. So, in the relegation zone, it will be Barnsley, Derby, and Peterborough still. 21st will be Reading, This is looking the same. Yeah. Alright. I'll just keep doing it. Yeah. Reading. 20th would be Cardiff. 19th Hull. 18th Birmingham. 17th Bristol. 17th Bristol, 16th Swansea, 15th Millwall, 14th Blackpool, 13th Stoke, 12th Preston, 11th Sheffield United, Cov will go 10th, 9th Nottingham Forest, 8th Middlesbrough, 7th Luton Town, 6th West Brom, 5th Huddersfield, 4th QPR, 3rd Bournemouth, 2nd Blackburn, and 1st Fulham. Just look at that though, Cov will go 3 points away from playoffs. Just if all that results go our way. But that wraps up the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and see you guys in the next one.